The Environmental Protection Agency tours the site of the Gold King mine near Silverton. Scott Pruitt, along with Colorado lawmakers, saw the progress of the cleanup. That spill sent 3 million gallons of tainted mine wastewater into the rivers. The EPA is now considering paying for the damage to the farmers and the business owners.
He believed the EPA walked away from their responsibility.
Our elected leaders spoke at a town hall following that tour.
But what was supposed to be a discussion about the mine got hijacked by health care. Mountain Newsroom reporter Matt Kroschel is live in Durango, where residents got to quiz lawmakers. Matt?
And Dominic, they picked names out of a box for those people that were able to actually ask questions. About 30 minutes worth of questions here. 0 questions about the Gold King mine spill, but a lot of questions about health care, the environment when it comes to climate change, and other issues, but nothing about the actual issue that the senators and everyone were gathered here for. There were fireworks at times.
But Gardner and Tipton don't want to answer inconvenient questions.
They came early and brought along plenty of frustration.
It's been really sad, actually, to watch. There was a big push to try and fix it. There was a big push to tend to the mine tailings and tend to the acid mine drainage out of the bottom of the mountain. And now they're looking at slashing funding.
When the river turned a mustard brown color from the toxic spill 2 years ago caused by the EPA, Durango residents watched with sadness. They say that has slowly turned to anger.
But I also live on the river south of town, so I watched this and I took all these pictures.
The status quo.
But inside the actual town hall, random names drawn from a box. Not one of those people asking a single question about the mine spill and fallout, focusing rather on health care, hunger, climate change. This was the first in-person town hall with Senator Cory Gardner here, and people let him know they were not happy about it.
Please, can you tell us each individually when you will schedule an in-person town hall?
Governor Hickenlooper did briefly address the mine tour today, telling the crowd he's confident in the current EPA administration and that they will make things right.
With the administrator up at the mine, he could not have been more candid of saying they still accept the responsibility, that he is going to fight that despite the budgets that have been talked about coming out of the White House, that the Superfund budget is still one of his very highest priorities.
That thing was supposed to wrap up at 3 o'clock here, but both senators saying they would stay late and keep answering more questions after they were done with that. They came out here to talk to us at 6 o'clock. We'll have part of that discussion, and they're only talking on CBS. We're live in Durango tonight. Matt Kroschel, CBS 4 Mountain Newsroom.
All right, great work, Matt. Thank you.